we are going to come to a discussion. You can ask your question by writing down on the chat. But before that, let me put forward some discussion point as part of my duty uh, about this point. Okay, we're talking interchangeably actually between happiness and well-being. The title mentioned about happiness, but then mostly we are talking about about well-being. Well, happiness is a crucial part of well-being. It can contribute to life satisfaction, but it's not sufficient on its own to help you flourish. This is just some data on communalities and loading. We see that both Oxford Happiness Questionnaire and the WHO Quality of Life, most are loading in a single component. So it's not totally far to say that both interchangeably and that happiness is part of well-being. This result also provides support for interchangeable use of happiness and subjective well-being and suggests that this construct and quality of life domains may be considered as a facet of the global well-being construct. Now, what is actually well-being that we have discussed so far? Well, the literature mentioned that it's a state of individual characterized by feeling of happiness. So one is happiness, but also satisfaction, low level of stress, physical and mental health, and good quality of life. Well-being is understood as a state of prosperity that include positive emotion and mood, such as satisfaction and happiness. That's one crucial part. The absence of negative emotion mentioned earlier by our two speakers of the absence of mental difficulty, that's the terminology, satisfaction with life, and the ability to positively evaluate life and feel good. Well-being encompasses both physical and mental well-being. So if we are to assess well-being, this is the element that need to be included in the tools. Now the case for student well-being is quite clear that many scientific evidence shows that well-being is positively related to student achievement. Evidence from Australia presented by our two presenters shows that evidence from Australia on year 3, 5, 7, and 9. Students with higher well-being also feel happier, comfortable, and receive adequate social support. These results and what has been presented is actually supported by international evidence. Now, interestingly, in the presentation, there's also impact on SES, social economic status. The impact of student well-being on achievement is larger in lower and middle income groups. This, I think, are very interesting, and maybe also, and maybe it's important to us because of these pictures. If we look at the 2021 from 2019 of the social economic status of families in Indonesia, we see by categorizing low income into this class, which is household spending of 3 million to 5 million rupiah or lower, then in Indonesia, actually, we have 69 million, about 69 and 500 million families that fall in the middle and lower income status. Meaning that from the well-being, if we can foster well-being, it has also a large impact on achievement. Well-being is actually has an impact beyond academic achievement. This is the reference of literature. High well-being is associated with better physical health, increased longevity, improved cognitive function, and higher productivity. That's the researcher. Dinner is, of course, the seminal figures in well-being. It's a central indicator of the perceived quality of life by individuals. It's a subjective evaluation and encompasses not only materials and economic conditions, but also the psychological and social dimension of life. And it's an important indicator of life satisfaction. Well-being also plays a crucial role in promoting and maintaining physical and mental health. It enhances, surprisingly, immune function, reduces stress-related hormones, and quicker recovery from illness. All of these are associated with well-being. So, in summary, we can almost say that well-being is related to almost every aspect of life. And therefore, education or school should not only focus on the development of student cognitive ability, but also need to consider the overall well-being of student. Interestingly, the presentation shows a research that toward 2020, less attention was given to school achievement and more attention was given to student well-being. Attention to well-being of students is key to helping them to achieve full potential and attain success in academic, social relationship, and personal life. It is for this very reason that ACER Indonesia would like to promote this well-being to be also part of the big part actually of the school program. By we already developing a standardized assessment instrument of well-being so that school can develop programs to foster student well-being. The assessment dimension of well-being is 4 dimensions, which is health, development, and physical development, psychological dimension, social dimension, cognitive, and education dimension. All are tailored to Indonesian school social and cultures. I slightly see a question in the chat if the tools are available in Bahasa Indonesia. This one is available in Bahasa Indonesia and it has been used by quite a bit of school, and the report is like this. So if you look at the dimension, for example, this is in one of the school, we see that the higher dimension is the social dimension, the lower dimension is the physical dimension, as evidence in the pictures on the right. The report also comparing boys and girls in each of the dimension, and some of the and based on this, there are recommendations for the developing the program. So that's just a summary and also an addition what available for us in Indonesia. I know that it seems from the presentation, both the research, implementations, and the tools, we need to catch up with them if we are also to foster our student well-being in our schools.